Bonsoir à tous, bienvenue au stade Mohamed V de Casablanca pour ce match de la 4e journée des qualifications pour la Coupe du Monde Qatar 2022. Zone d'Afrique, nous sommes dans le groupe I avec le Maroc qui se déplace à Casablanca officiellement, mais c'est un déplacement en Guinée-Bissau. Bissau qui n'a pas pu recevoir ce match, le stade n'étant pas aux normes de la Confédération africaine de football. C'est pour ça qu'on est resté au Maroc 3 jours après le premier match entre ces deux nations qui s'est débouché sur un 5-0 en faveur des Lions de l'Atlas, une prestation extrêmement convaincante des hommes de Verde après un match aller entaché de polémique, on s'en souvient. Si vous n'étiez pas avec nous, petit rappel des faits, il y a eu intoxication alimentaire dans la délégation bissau-guinéenne dans la nuit de mardi à mercredi. Alors après, le nombre d'intoxiqués admis à l'hôpital varie beaucoup en fonction de à qui on demande. Les bissau-guinéens disent 25 personnes sont allées à l'hôpital, les Marocains disent 9 en tout. Mais en tout cas, il y a eu vomissement, diarrhée et tout ça. Ce qui fait que certains joueurs de la Guinée-Bissau n'étaient pas franchement dans de meilleures des conditions pour pouvoir disputer ce match le lendemain. Il y a eu quasi boycott de la part de la Guinée-Bissau qui avait pensé, imaginez même dans un premier temps, boycotter le match de mercredi. Finalement, il a bien eu lieu avec la victoire 5-0 à Rabat du Maroc sur la Guinée-Bissau. Du coup, ça fait que le Maroc, vous le voyez, est en tête de ce groupe I avec 6 points et 2 points d'avance sur la Guinée-Bissau et un match de moins qui se jouera mardi contre la Guinée après le report suite au coup d'état le mois dernier à Conakry. La Guinée qui a fait match nul tout à l'heure contre le Soudan de partout, ce qui fait que le Maroc, vous voyez, a une possibilité de se qualifier quasiment dès ce soir alors que la moitié des matchs à peine sont joués, puisqu'avec 5 points d'avance et un match en retard, ça commencerait à faire beaucoup. Alors c'est évidemment, ce ne serait pas qualification officielle dès ce soir, mais ça pourrait l'être dès mardi en cas de 2 victoires contre donc, la Guinée-Bissau ce soir et la Guinée mardi à Rabat de nouveau du coup, puisque ce match encore une fois a été délocalisé et rapatrié au Maroc en raison des tensions politiques en cours en Guinée. Voilà, donc ça c'est pour les épisodes précédents. Ça s'est un petit peu calmé, hein, il faut bien dire, depuis mercredi et le match, même s'il y a eu quand même une enquête qui va être ouverte par la Confédération africaine de football suite à toute cette polémique de mercredi, car les Bissau-Guinéens ne voulaient pas jouer, on le disait dans un premier temps, et puis surtout que certains joueurs et membres du staff ont refusé de passer des examens pour déterminer l'origine de leur intoxication alimentaire, alors qu'on leur avait demandé à l'hôpital de Rabat. Certains se sont sentis tout de suite mieux visiblement dès que les membres du personnel hospitalier ont demandé des prélèvements, en tout cas selon les médias marocains et selon les sources de la Confédération africaine de football. Depuis, on a rangé les polémiques au vestiaire. On a joué effectivement ce match donc mercredi soir, domination totale des Marocains. Victoire 5-0. Il y a eu des beaux buts, notamment la papinade d'Ayoub El Kaabi qui a marqué ce match de son empreinte. Il y a aussi Achraf Hakimi évidemment qui avait marqué, Ilyas Chahir. Entre autres, ont marqué le match de leur empreinte. Mounir El Haddadi également qui était rentré pour scorer en fin de match. Le Maroc qui est en très bonne position, donc on l'a dit, pour se qualifier. On rappelle que seul le premier de chaque groupe passe pour le 3e tour, les barrages qui qualifieront les 5 vainqueurs des barrages pour le Qatar en 2022. Mais là, le Maroc est vraiment dans une position idéale pour la qualification. Et on rappelle le Maroc qui reste sur 5 victoires de suite, toutes compétitions confondues, et 7 matchs sans encaisser de but.
So out come the flag bearers as we prepare for this matchday 4 clash in Group I. Guinea-Bissau, the nominated home team in Casablanca, taking on the group leaders Morocco, just 3 days after receiving a 5-0 thrashing. The scoreline doesn't do justice to Guinea-Bissau's performance in the first half, particularly considering food poisoning affair. Well, the last time we were in the tunnels, Jonas Mendes was very clear with the officials that he was concerned about offsides and whether they'd be given. Certainly a captain not shy to share his opinions. The record cap holder plying his trade in South Africa, hoping upon hope that his side can get one over his opposite captain, Roman Saiz, the Wolves stopper, forming an impregnable backline with Naif Aguerd. So far, Morocco, 2 wins, 7 goals, none conceded. Aguerd, a big part of that. Ayman Barkok giving him a tap on the shoulder. There's the referee from DR Congo, Ngambo Ndala, leading out the 2 teams. Normally would be fever pitch in the stands, but health and safety paramount importance. Thus, we must wait for the noise and colour of African supporters to return as Vaid Alahodzic looks to continue what has so far been, well, on the pitch anyway, a simple journey of sorts. Off the pitch, it's been quite dramatic. Morocco landing in their opposition's neighbouring country, Guinea. Match cancelled because of a coup d'etat. That match being replayed in Morocco in Rabat on Tuesday. So this match day 4 is only Morocco's 3rd match. Guinea-Bissau certainly know it's win or bust if they have real ambitions of topping the group and booking a round 3 ticket to the playoffs. But it's Morocco in pole position as the road to Qatar 2022 becomes that bit clearer. But before the match, the national anthems of Guinea-Bissau and Morocco. Well, the odd occurrence of Morocco on home soil, but their anthem going first. As mentioned, the nominated away team. Instead, it's Guinea-Bissau in their home match. And a couple of changes for this one by Basiro Kande. Mama Balde and Moreto Kasama have the night off on the bench. That means a return to the starting lineup for starman Piketty. We'll be hoping to make a statement as he looks to support alongside Jorginho, Alexandre Mendy. So we saw them in the tunnel just before Jean-Jacques Ngamba Ndala will do the toin toss with Jonas Mendes and Roman Saiz.
So please choose left or right, choose something. Right. Huh? Right. Okay. So
right has been picked.
Inside. Okay.
So it looks like all is well. No need to switch sides. It's all smiles before the kickoff. Who will be smiling come the final whistle? Morocco make no changes. Al-Hodžić trusting the men who thrashed Guinea-Bissau 3 days ago 5-0. Ayoub El Kabi will be looking to hit the heights once again after a stunning overhead kick. 5 goals, 5 different goal scorers. And Yassine Bounou still yet to concede. The wall in front of him of Aguerd and Captain Saiz certainly potent as Hakimi is going forward. Some lucky enough to be able to witness Al-Hodžić's flying Atlas Lions. They've certainly been roaring their way through Group I. Come the end of this international window, it could have been all but close. So Group I, the top two clashing, but Morocco fresh from their 5-0 thrashing of Guinea-Bissau 3 days ago, look to go again with the same starting 11 in this nominated away game here in Casablanca. Morocco with a chance to take a huge step towards topping the group on match day 4, although just their 3rd match. A rearranged fixture with Guinea to be taking place in Rabat. They landed in Conakry in time for a coup d'etat. Thankfully, both teams not affected and safely managing to avoid any serious situation. First touch for Naïef Aguerd of Rennes, as mentioned. Got one over teammate Hakimi in Ligue 1 before the international break. Rennes ending Paris Saint-Germain's winning run at the top of Ligue 1 with a 2-0 win. Now very much on the same team, with the same purpose. It's qualify as top dogs in the group as soon as possible. It would have been easy for Al-Hodžić to maybe change things around, but making a statement by sticking with the 11. And in the end, tore through Guinea-Bissau. Jurtas had done so well after the drama earlier in the day before the match day 3 clash. The bout of food poisoning. Just the one down to Hakimi's strike, heading towards half-time. Only for a rash challenge to take down Amrabat. Penalty dispatched by Imran Louza. And then the second half, Morocco just turned up the dial. And 3 cracking goals by El Shair, Kabi and Munir, seeing them to a 5-goal winning margin. Guinea-Bissau at first must be thinking, let's try and at least score the first goal against Morocco. Alpha Semedo trying to get them on the front foot. Recent debutant for the Jurtas in the AFCON 2021 qualifying campaign. Unsuccessful, sadly, for them. Scored a 3-1 win over Eswanite in that run. Hakimi opened the scoring last time these sides met. This time holding up a more defensive position. Although had a wee look behind, maybe to see if he could push on. It's taken a long time to have this free kick taken, but eventually whipped in to the near post. It's worked its way across. Cleared eventually. All the way back to Yassine Bounou, who's almost had more involvement already in this match than he did 3 nights ago. Waited patiently to break through at Sevilla and Morocco. Now disputed #1 at both for club and country. Aguer. Touch for Louza. Amrabat patrolling in front of the centre-backs. Well, it's a good touch in the end for Ryan Umai, who's had an extremely successful start since making his move to Hungary with Ferencváros. Just nudged off it there. The attentions of Opa Sangante. This ball looked to be almost careering through to Ayoub El Kabi. A free kick instead. So Hakimi this time over it. Imran Louza, the other option. And both his appearances for Morocco coming against Guinea-Bissau. In fact, there's only 3 Moroccan-born players in Halahocic's starting lineup. Adam Massina, Naif Aguer and Ayoub El Kabi. Rest a mixture of France, the Netherlands and even Canada. The ball's lofted into the back post, headed across goal by cleared away. The captain leading the charge. Loses clip ball in from Watford player to Wolves player. Adam Massina, club teammate of Louza at Watford. This ball, a dangerous one. Could have been the opening goal. He got his head on the first one. Thais, this time defensive partner, who rose highest. And that really should have been 1-0. Got up high, free header, but just kisses the top of the bar when it should have been nestling in the net. Aguer already a goal scorer in this group stage. In the opening match against Sudan, she opened the scoring on 10 minutes. Close to beating that speed. Second goal created by Shair, but going down as Abu Agla Abdallah own goal. Well, Hodzic, certainly a man well known in France, time with Paris Saint-Germain and most recently with Nantes. Certainly that spell with the Canaries has worked out nicely for the national team, convincing Imran Louza to turn down France. He had been involved in the under-23 squads, talk of going to the Olympics. In the end, electing to choose the Atlas Lions. Saiss. Hakimi just gets his head down and gets the motor running. Bakite, hands up. The referee not agreeing he's innocent. Ngambo Ndala of DR Congo for the first time. Getting a set piece. This is about the third one that Morocco have had already in the opening 10 minutes. Well, I said, Naif Agard scored on 10 minutes against Sudan. A chance for him to try and beat Jonas Mendes. Almost on the same point, having already clipped the top of the crossbar, but further threats in the box. Saiss, another, it's flicked on brilliantly, and after they combined in the opening match between these sides, the flick on from Ryan Mai, and it's Ayoub El Kabi who takes the high fives. Bunu shows his appreciation, but great goal-scoring instincts after a stunning hat-trick on match day 3. A more simple headed finish to open the scoring here. A wonderful flick on from Louza's free kick. Mai's header. And El Kabi couldn't miss. Louza with a goal and an assist now. The assist, of course, going down to Umai, but Louza decisive. El Kabi clinical. Well, the start Morocco hoped for, the one Guinea-Bissau dreaded. Haven't been able to get into the match at all. They maybe felt that they had something to prove. In the first match, they really came out with real fire in their belly. So far in all green, they have been somewhat invisible on the turf here in Casablanca. But in all white, it's Morocco there shining bright. So Morocco leading by a goal to nil. That man, Ayoub El Kabi, as Yassine Bounou shows neat feet and an even better passing ability. Chance taken by the Sevilla goalkeeper. Amrabat whipped into the feet of Agard, and he's encouraged to come forward. Adam Messina hasn't had much playing time in a tough start for Watford in the Premier League, both personally and the team itself. Things improving, but Messina and Louza yet to break into the first team. Louza departing Nantes at the end of a tough season for the Canaries. And 4 wins in a run at the end of the season to look like they were going to miss out on relegation. They managed that, but the last game defeat to Montpellier saw them into a playoff with Toulouse, with everything to lose. Toulouse helping the Canaries maintain their Ligue 1 status before heading for pastures new. Hakimi, another to switch clubs. The Madrid-born fullback. He started at Real Madrid, a loan spell at Dortmund really put him on the map. And then Italian champion, winning Serie A with Inter. Encouraged many clubs to get out their checkbook. And Paris Saint-Germain winning the race. Now a chance for Guinea-Bissau to try and find something positive from a tough opening 14 minutes. Aguirre just slamming shut the door on Alpha Semedo. Took a sore one there, stayed down. Ball is just across the line, but a chance to get some treatment. Well, no wonder Kande is looking forlorn. Really tough start for his side as we see. Whack to the head for Jorginho. This was Louza's delivery. Mai's header. A second fold as El Kabi opened the scoring. And Morocco goes in search of a second already. Hakimi's cross blocked. Best of balls back, but Mendes hooking his foot around the ball. Relegated with the Black Leopards in South Africa last term, plying his trade in the second tier. Bafana. Feeling equal pain on national duty at the minute at the hands of the Atlas Lions, devouring all that come their way. Not quite on the run of neighbours and rivals Algeria, who have the now current longest unbeaten streak. 29 matches now for the Desert Foxes, but Morocco impressive themselves. 5 wins on the trot, no goals conceded. And in fact, the 5 they scored against Guinea-Bissau was as many as they'd scored in the previous 4 victories, so they're only getting better. And there's a confidence and assured nature about them. And look at the play, although, just as the curse of the commentator strikes, Ryan Mai giving it away. The one back by Louza and goes for something spectacular, although nowhere near executing. Round of applause for the impish nature of the effort. Amrabat pushing up to put real pressure on Nogueira. A bit of possession for De Jurtis. Such a handicap not being able to take advantage of home advantage. But CAF making their effort to improve international standards along with FIFA. Now Adam Messina turns and gets moving, linking with Louza. Leaves a little short for the Watford fullback. Come out second best. Piketty back in the starting lineup. Would have been frustrated, I'm sure, being benched for the first meeting of the pair. Guinea-Bissau had been on a decent run of results. 4 unbeaten. 4 arriving in Morocco. It won 4-2 in Sudan. Pikite with a double. A lovely footwork from Barkok. Sore one there. Ayub El Kabi hitting the deck. Took it off the chest nicely, the 28-year-old. 18 goals in 29 appearances for Wydad Casablanca last term as they won the Batola Pro. 2-time African Nations champion with Morocco. That competition with squads made up of domestically based players. Now having made his move to Hatayspor in the Turkish Super League. 4 goals, 7 appearances. He scored in 3 successive matches back in August, September, as a second one is slammed in. Ayman Barkok with a fabulous effort, just arrowed away from Jonas Mendes, and Morocco 2 for the good. A frustrated figure of Jonas Mendes. He's now conceded 7 times to the Atlas Lions. Lovely ball lifted over by Ilyas Shair. Knocked back by El Kabi. Little deflection, but a clean as a whistle strike from Ayman Barkok. Now the 23-year-old German-born midfielder hasn't quite been able to break into the Eintracht Frankfurt starting 11 with regularity. He's been holding down a place for Morocco. And now, on 20 minutes, he has his first goal for his adopted country. Previously turning out for the under-19 Germany side. Scoring twice in Georgia in 2017. Since 2020, an Atlas Lion. Morocco must be fearful for Guinea-Bissau because they look like they can score at will. Barkok, the goal scorer, with Hakimi. And that's Shair. Barkok just leaves it to Hakimi, little back heel. So much confidence brimming through the side. The best of balls from Hakimi, a rarity. Goals on 10 in 20 minutes. Guinea-Bissau have a long, long match to go. To take some of the sting out of the match. Ball just bouncing unkindly for Nanu. Nanu losing out to Luza, the Burkina Faso fullback on the books at Porto. Made 12 appearances for the Portuguese side last season. Not yet made an appearance this campaign, although was on the bench. The Champions League tie at home to Liverpool. Remained on the bench in what turned out to be a 5-1 thrashing. Unfortunately, already part of the Djibouti side that lost 5 to Morocco 3 days ago. In danger of that being a repeat tonight. There could be a break on here. Pakite asked to run. Well, Amrabat back arched as he tried to keep up. Pakite now overrun it. Does get across. But even if he had been on balance, the options were few and far between. Parkok. Saiz firing it into the feet of Hakimi. Parkok points where he wants it. Instead, it's the captain. Hannah Hudsic urged Morocco to calm down ahead of this rematch. Certainly being cool as a cucumber. Clinical, without really hitting top gear. Looping ball forward from Saiz. Kimi puts the pressure. Ali Kande also wearing the number 2. There's the free kick. Hakimi was trying to sneak around the side. Already in a strong position, a second victory in just 3 days over Guinea-Bissau would move Morocco 5 points clear of their opponents. The other match in the sequence in Group I, Guinea and Sudan playing out a very entertaining 2-all draw, all the goals coming in the second half. As Fali Kande seems to have a bit of a problem. Amir Kamal scoring with 2 minutes to go to earn Sudan a point to deny Guinea. Well, Kande remaining down at youth academy at Porto for also a spell with Benfica B. Ball's loose there. Shire and Luza. Lovely interchange. Pass and move. The Morocco groove. And then knocked back. Barkok with a fabulous strike to beat Mendes. All ends up. No wonder the German-born star is all smiles. And even the hint of a smile on the otherwise placid Al-Hajsic. There's absolutely no joy for Basiro Kande, the 54-year-old, in his second spell as coach, former international defender. Certainly would have been delighted with the defending. Returned to the job after Paulo Torres left in February 2016. Well, that was due to a 4-match CAF ban following a bust-up with a match official. He's certainly making the most of what is extremely talented Djibouti group, but nothing can quite prepare you for the might of Morocco as they are at the minute. They've got the players and the confidence. And at the moment, they have been perfect in Group I. Luza with the touch. Well, I thought Sina was a little further forward. They still win the ball back quickly. Mai Gabi back to Luzo, switches to Hakimi. Now Luza again, swings it in. Well, you can see El Kabi lining up something spectacular if you haven't seen it already. The highlights of their 5-0 win in the reverse match. Sees El Kabi produce a stunning bicycle kick overhead. Shouldn't be missed, and he certainly looked like he was revving up the engine for another go. Sina and Rabat. Mendes, the captain. Can't say he's had much to do with the concession of the goals, such as the quality they've been. Well, Kabi, they've raised a few eyebrows. They left for Turkey back in the team when certainly more established names still available for Morocco. Munir stepping off the bench to score the 5th, but Kabi proving why he's been trusted in the absence of Youssef En Nesri of Sevilla. Still only 28 years of age. And in May, up there as well, just 23, made his debut against Sudan. He's having a great time with Ferencváros. 6 goals in 6 domestic appearances. Belgian-born attacker. Guinea-Bissau just trying to continue as they have the past 10 minutes. They've conceded on 10 and 20. They haven't conceded on 30 minutes. Well, Morocco's first World Cup appearance was in 1970 in Mexico. Four more since. In Mexico again in 1986. And they made the round of 16 for the first time. And so far, only time in their history. As Basiro Kande looks like a man who's wanted to get his boys in at the break without concession of more goals. 94 and 98. Then 4 World Cups without the Atlas Lions before their return to the world stage in Russia. Although frustrating time at that World Cup. In a group with Spain, Portugal, Iran and Morocco. Lost to a 95th minute own goal by Bouadouz in their opening match against Iran. Early Ronaldo goal downing Morocco by Portugal. Zalahadžić looks on. And then that memorable match with Spain. Boutaïb and En Nesri scoring. to lead Spain 2-1, only for Aspas to get a 91st minute goal and send Spain through, and Morocco bottom of the group. So a huge sense of work still to be done to make up for that agony, and certainly looked well placed to take their chance in the round 3 playoffs, as Hakimi tries to shrug off the disappointment of an overcooked delivery. The only time Bunu has had the ball is ball's back, and he took a bit of a chance earlier on. Showed some neat footwork. Amrabat instilling a bit of pace to the move forward. Neat footwork for Barkok. Amrabat back in the setup. Abdel Tarat had been in the starting lineup for the win over Sudan, but injury meaning the QPR midfielder isn't here, but his club teammate Ilas Shair certainly is. 3 goals in his last 2 for the London club, and one of the 5 goal scorers against Guinea-Bissau. Once again starting as Louza is flagged for offside. The referee belatedly seeing it. Well, you can hear on the sidelines, someone doesn't like it.
Hey, Adam, stay right, Adam. I'm here.
Chance for Guinea-Bissau to try and give Morocco something to think about. But Jorginho trying to whip it in, but it was a disgusted look in the centre from Alexander Mendy. The Con striker hasn't had an absolute sniff. He was far more involved before. Amrabat. Barkok just using the option of his captain. Chance to cross, taking his time, Hakimi. In the end, maybe didn't find the best option. El Kabi at the back post, but look at Ilas Shair just standing still, pointing as if they could replay the moment. You can see even at this late night, humid temperatures. Shair certainly inspirating. It's the real sweats for Jonas Mendes as he tries to keep Morocco down to 2. The ball whipped in. Well, just about dug away by Marcelo Diallo. Now a break on for Guinea-Bissau, but look at the white shirts. Like bees around honey. And it's just proving so difficult to create challenges. You can see Mendy in the middle of your picture there. Just the frustration. The calm forward has been in good form. Alexander Mendy, actually number 9 on the bench. Frederic Mendy, 33-year-old Victoria Setúbal, forward coming in for his second start of the group stage, having started and scored the away win against Sudan. Well, plenty of changes for Kondi, giving other players a chance for the Juventus. Jorginho, though, a mainstay with the overlapping Nanu. Trying to be a little bit more measured in their build-up. Just trying to find a little bit of quality. Imran Louza sticking to his task. And Nanu, I think, wanted a free kick. It was never coming. Louza working hard, along with Adam Massina down that left side. Well, Soufiane Boufal amongst those on the substitutes bench. The Angers man, the final few minutes or so in the first match, showed his fine feet. Faisal Fajr and Munia El Haddadi also on the bench, the latter having come on to be released before clipping home the 5th. But at the moment, Guinea-Bissau will hope they can get to the break at just 2-0. As yet, they've still not threatened Bunu's goal. It's now 9 goals in the group. Not one conceded for Morocco. And even if they do have the advantage of playing, looks like the whole group on home soil, it's hard to deny their superiority over the resting Group I. Barkok feeling the effects of that coming together. Half of one and doesn't have the other. But free kick to Morocco nonetheless. Massina dropped it in, but Jallo managing to clear his lines. Shahir, long ball, only finding trickery feet of Semedo, but ran into trouble. Shahir, Louza, that same combination eventually led to Barkok scoring, showing a very good understanding. Switch to the other flank with Hakimi now. Saïssa. As El Kabi Ayoub and Aymen Barkok, 10 minutes apart, giving Morocco a 2-0 advantage. Well, the first yellow card was out of nothing. Shahir asking for an explanation, but he just were a bit loose with possession. He just dangled a foot down, caught the shin of Nugira. It seems a bit of an unnecessary one for Shahir. Midfielders are in fantastic scoring form. Especially when you consider the goal that given us an own goal as well. 3-2 for his club. 1-2 for his country. And a long way to go tonight. The first half drawing to a close. Guinea-Bissau will be happy to have stemmed the bleeding. Jorginho penalised. Loser. Man dragged down, and I think it's the coming together of Semedo that gave him a little extra knock. Again. Well, flick on from Messina. Jallo. Clearance going neatly to Nogueira. It's given away cheaply by Jorginho. When Guinea-Bissau have the ball, it's always a bit of jeopardy about whether they can build an attack. For Morocco, there always seems to be an option, always a pass on. Hakimi to Shair. So into stoppage time at the end of another profitable half for Morocco. Messina offside, shows his distaste for the decision. Just the 1 minute, so not much longer to go. We're already into it. You can see why Messina is furious. He's miles onside. The problem is when the ball is played to when it's arriving, it gives the impression such a difficult job. Any linesman trying to work out when the ball was kicked to when the player started his run. Guinea-Bissau probably feel they've earned a little bit of luck. No VAR for the African FIFA Qatar qualifiers. A bit old school. Well, Hakimi's fast, but he's not Superman. No way he's going to catch that, and that will likely be that for the first half. Referee Ngambo Ndala just has a quick check. So at the end of the first half, Morocco threatened to run riot after El Kabi scored for a second time against Guinea-Bissau in 3 days on 10 minutes. And a wonderful team move ended with Barkok smashing home. Guinea-Bissau failed to threaten. They trail by 2-0. Morocco have been perfect.
But you have to...
دينا بلا ما سولناك بلا ما سولناك اصاحبي.
And welcome back to the big match here in Casablanca. It's certainly been a big match for the goal scorers El Kabi and Ayman Barkak. His first goal for his country. Frankfurt midfielder slamming home 10 minutes after El Kabi scored his second goal against Guinea-Bissau. Not quite as spectacular as his first. Sensational bicycle kick for number 4 of 5. But 2 good enough thus far as Morocco look to extend their winning run to 6. And Benin has yet to concede in any of those previous 5 matches or here tonight. Hakimi opened the scoring and the matchday 3 clash between the pair. Hasn't quite been at his attacking best, but hasn't had to be. Guinea-Bissau look like a side who certainly have run out of a bit of gas. And no surprise after the food poisoning prior to the match 3 days ago. They put up a big fight in the first half before Morocco burst away. A few changes made by Condi, the coach. Piquete coming back in, but he hasn't had a sniff really, along with Frédéric Mendy up front. In the end, a tough assignment for anyone coming to Morocco, particularly when it's your nominated home game. Well, Shair all smiles at the moment with Gambo and Dalla, despite his booking, maybe asking for another bit of an explanation. And I don't think yellow cards aren't rescinded at the moment. They're certainly not going to be rescinded at half-time. Well, Bunu making sure he's still fresh as a daisy in case any action does come his way. But underway here in Casablanca, Guinea-Bissau unable, fortunately for them, to be able to play on home soil. Their nominated home match, losing to actual hosts Morocco by 2-0. Well, in attendance here in Casablanca, only a few lucky enough as Frédéric Mendy tries and fails to keep the ball in. There is one name who is in attendance, the president of the Moroccan FA, Fouzi Lekia. It's also now, just 2 days ago, became the minister for the budget of Morocco. He was previously mixing the Morocco FC with the FA with his first love, Burkina, having helped the club rise up to the top flight in Morocco at their crowning moment, the Confederation Cup title they won. Just 2 seasons he managed to get the club to the Botola Pro. A club that hadn't been in the top flight since 1984. Part of the FIFA Council as well. Keeping a keen eye over how things are progressing, and they're progressing very well. A team who feel not only capable of qualifying for Qatar 2022, but also of making an impression. They did manage that in Russia, having returned to their first World Cup since the 90s. As mentioned, that heartbreaking match against Spain. They were 2-1 up, heading for the knockout stage. Only the second time in their history. Only for an Iago Aspas last-minute goal to break their hearts. The Atlas Lions headed home early. Raluza linking with club teammate Massina. Amrabat. Ball forward from Barkok. The flag for now stays down. El Kabi covers the ball and Hakimi shifts it back to Amrabat. Lovely balance to twist on the ball, but Hakimi not quite on his toes. This ball goes harmlessly out for a throw. And Hodzic certainly will be delighted with how his side are progressing. Although there's certainly going to be tougher examinations to come, no more so than with the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon, followed by what they will expect to be in the round 3 of qualifying. 10 group winners, only 5 tickets to Qatar. A run by Ryan Mai goes down under the challenge. As mentioned, he's been in phenomenal scoring form for new club Ferencváros. Made his debut against Sudan. This is his 3rd cap as he clips across. Well, it could have been kept alive, but fresh air swipe from Shair. And Nanu tries to bring it forward. QPR man working hard to chase back after it. Danger taken there. Well helped out. Guinea-Bissau on the move with Paquete away from Amrabat. Tried the reverse ball, but it never reached Semedo. High five between the two. Such is the poverty of their possession, as one would expect. Got to try and make the most of the few occasions that come their way. Semedo. Well, it's a great run here. Brilliant covering from Agard. It looked like there might be danger. Heavy touch. A little shoots of optimism. Alpha Semedo being the alpha for De Jurtus. Conde pointing the way. Never likely to trouble Yassine Bounou. But at least a positive start to the second half for Guinea-Bissau. Long thump from Mendes. Long-range effort, low and hard, but safely past Mendes' post. No surprise. Not quite going to be the ferocious back and forth the way the game has gone so far. Pretty comfortable for Morocco. Strong challenge from Nogueira. He'd argue he got the ball. Referee siding with Ryan Mai. Well, he's presented the ball. Not sure that's the definitive answer for Ngambo Ndala, since he had to go through young forward to get it. Nanu looking for options ahead. Sina pushing it up. There's the header. Louza. Shair. Misses the QPR man out for Tamrabat. Tamrabat back to his captain. Oh, Hakimi. Roman Saiz, the captain, playing his trade with Wolves in the Premier League. Gives it to Barkok, hoping to work his way into first team picture at Frankfurt. Trying to pick it out of the sky there. El Kabi runs through to Mendes. Guinea-Bissau looking for pockets of space, but they're just surrounded by white shirts. Referee not interested in the cries of Frederic Mendy. Amrabat. Space. It's only got Umai to aim at, but here comes El Kabi. Shair. His cross cut out. Semedo. Long range effort past the post, about the best that Guinea-Bissau have managed. They keep ball, Jorginho now turning. They'll get the free kick, the reverse. This time may penalise, having won a similar-ish free kick. Just putting Jorginho off balance. Semedo. Well, decides to go again. And this time it does bring a fine save out of Yassine Bounou. Finally called into action, improving. He's got the mentality for a goalkeeper with a dominant side. You've got to be switched on for the moments of danger. He certainly proved himself there. Jorginho, I think, looked like a man who wanted to get on with things, but it's a throw-in to his side. Basir Kande will be delighted with how his team have acclimatized to the start of the second half compared to the first period of the first half, in which they were too passive and Morocco made too easy for them. El Kabi and Barkok with the goals. Guinea-Bissau showing shots of recovery, winning the second ball, but that time the effort wild and over. Nanu stepping out of defence. Good reason why he's the fullback. Hakimi has shown you can still be a goal-scoring defender. It is Semedo who's made Bunu work for his appearance as we edge towards the hour mark of the match. Shallow back to his goalkeeper. Not the best of first touches. The second almost found touch, but Piquete doing well to keep it in. Semedo, the impressive Guinea-Bissau player at the moment. A little bit too much on it, but Nanu keeps it alive. The ball was whipped into a great area. Eric Mendy, not sure if he's complaining about the cross or the attentions of Agerd, but here come Guinea-Bissau while Semedo was on his feet. He applauds, but he could have been on his toes. And moving towards the cutback. Bunu might as well have been on holiday in the first half. Certainly been kept attentive, but it's 9 and 10 coming on to shake things up. Soufiane Boufal once again stepping off the bench alongside Munir. Seville, former Barcelona starlet. Ryan Mai. 3 starts to kick his Atlas Lions career off. Despite being goal heavy for Ferencváros, yet to score in the colours of Morocco. Well, not a problem for Munir, at least certainly not in the last match. He scored the 5th, while this man scored a terrific 3rd. It goes off. In place comes Soufiane Boufal, returning to his first club, his first love, SCO Angers. Again, proving a very useful substitute. Ball flicked in. Well, it's interesting decision because it looked like Saiss had a big grip on Frederic Mendy's shirt, and yet the decision has gone the other way. Well, that could have very easily been a penalty. Nothing given. Hakimi going down belatedly. He just trod on. His eye, low 5 between Paris Saint-Germain and Piquete. Long ball. Long ball. Agerd getting the head on. A neat letter from Foul, gets it to Amrabat. Played it in between 2 there. Saiss makes up for it with a last-ditch challenge, an apology offered. Well, 2 Guinea-Bissau players down, neither one receiving any attention from the referee. Time and space for Imran Louza coming more central. Links with Munir. Neat, fast interchange, but it's Munir who kills the momentum. This is the first one, Saiz on Mendy, not much there. Certainly, I think Piketty felt contact, but again, much ado about nothing. They've certainly been more enterprising, the Jurtas, this second half. They were better in the first half in their 5-0 defeat. Better in the second, 2-0 down, but wonderful slide and drag of the ball by Aguerd. Interesting to see how long the defender remains at Rennes. Surely other clubs taking notice. Lovely little flick. Hakimi, oh, he was almost in there. Vital interception. PSG man keeps it in. Marcock lifting it in. Will be a throw. Hodzic looks like he's ready for a Sunday lunch. It's been so far a cool and breezy Saturday night in Casablanca. Louza to Sofiane Boufal. Well, he wants to strike it. Well, it looked good. It was also wide of the target. You could tell as soon as he took a touch, he wanted to get it out of his foot and strike it. Yet to score for Morocco, the French-born forward. 2 goals in Ligue 1 this season for Boufal. Both at the stadium, the Stade Raymond Kopa, against Lyon and Aguerd's Rennes. Oh, it's pushed away by Mendes. And Rabat keeps it alive. Boufal. So many options. Beautifully lifted across. El Kabi. His first header hit the back of the net. This one headed right at Mendes. Communication breakdown there. Gino in a bright spark, but so difficult to create chances, let alone take them against this Moroccan side. Jorginho linking with Falikande. Piketty. Semedo has the chance to switch the play. But Massina was on his bike to put the pressure on Nanu. As well to go back round. The touch from Frédéric Mendy leaves a lot to be desired. The ball flicked across here. Kabi missing the clinical edge he's shown in both matches against Guinea-Bissau. Not more so than the first match. Overhead kick special. Kendi gets things back underway. Just over 20 minutes remaining. This match day 4 clash, although only Morocco's third, their fourth match. Cancelled match against De Jurtis' neighbours Guinea. The reason it's Guinea-Bissau. There's a loose ball there, in and behind. And it's a clinical third from an utter disaster for Guinea-Bissau. And it's that man again, Ayoub El Kabi. Applause from the sidelines. And he who could play Guinea-Bissau every night if he could. It's Morocco 3, Guinea-Bissau 0. Well, neat play. Hakimi, though, thought the ball was going out, so just lumped it down. But then Jallo lazily playing it back, not having a real look. El Kabi was alive to the opportunity, rounding the goalkeeper and slotting into the empty net. The blind pass down the blind alley, leading to the bright lights of a second goal for El Kabi and a third for Morocco. Baby delights for El Kabi, 28-year-old. Has scored 4 goals in his last 3 matches for club and country. Last season's Botola champion with Wydad Casablanca. Turning from his club football now in Turkey to aid the call of his country. He's really taken his opportunity to the injury and missing of El Nasseri. Certainly a player the president of the Moroccan FA would know well. Having originally left Burkina for 5 million for a spell in China with Ebe. A loan back to Wydad. Certainly turned profitable with 18 league goals on the way to the Botola title. Now a free transfer to Hatayspor, back in Casablanca to be the goal man for Halilhodžic's men. Munir, lovely take with the outside of his own boot. Now shapes to shoot, but just trying to take the ball with him. Eventually throws out a hand of apology. Well, Kabi's previous goals for the senior side were in friendlies back in 2018. Around the time he left for China. Against Slovakia and Uzbekistan, he'd plundered a couple of goals. He scored 12 goals for the domestically based African Nations Championship. But his overhead kick special was the first competitive goal he'd scored for Morocco. And now he has 3 in 2 games. Well, there's a problem for Guinea-Bissau, but Nogueira elected to ignore his own teammates. The ball whipped in now, great chance. Frederic Mendy just couldn't get his head to it. There will be a corner. Been a very frustrating evening up top for Mendy. Come in for Alexandre Mendy of Caen. The Mendy swapping, but the same result. No goals, and now his race is finally run. It's always going to be a tough task up against Agerd and Saiz. Mendes Joseph. We get the final 16 minutes or so. Makone Mane off for Kasama Moreto of Reims, another of the Ligue 1 stars. No Mama Baldi. Certainly Kasama has been a great purchase for Reims in Ligue 1, taking on more prominence at both a club and country. Morocco also sending on reinforcements. Imran Louza, another impressive performance. There's a corner whipped in for Guinea-Bissau. And first involvement from Faisal Fajr. The header away, but the strike coming in! Oh, it was the closest Morocco have come to conceding a goal off the face of the post, with Yassine Bounou beaten all ends up. Somehow, Morocco's run of clean sheets continues. What an opportunity. They've won 5 on the trot before tonight. In fact, their clean sheet record goes back 8 matches. 2 including the ANC. Imran Louza, confirmation off for Faisal Fajr. Fajr, well-travelled French-born international. Lovely little step over from Boufal. Another like El Kabi to ply his trade in Turkey with Sivasspor, the former Caen, Elche, Deportivo La Coruña, Getafe midfielder, born in Rouen. Now wearing the number 11 shirt as he knocks it back to Amrabat. Gabi won't stick on Boufal. The number 16's clashing, his substitute Kasama. It's felled by Barkok. Fajr in his second campaign in Turkey's Super League. Scored 4 goals in his 36 starts last term. 7 starts, no goals as yet domestically. Not that that's the job he's paid to do. Did score a winner in 2019 qualifying to edge Comoros. On this occasion, in this group, goals have not been a problem. 10 goals without concession, although the post shaking still. As Barkok lifts it in, El Kabi wins the header, but not the war. It's certainly the case that Guinea-Bissau's performance has improved, but clearly Morocco have also taken their foot off the gas, with the game seemingly won within 20 minutes. Munir, first time to El Kabi. No, in fact, it's Boufal. Goes down under the contact, and a yellow card is quickly dished out for Nogueira. Will cast a frustrated figure, no wonder. Will surely be glad to see the back of Morocco after conceding 8 in 2 games. So confirmation of the booking. Will they be punished further? It was 5 3 nights ago in Rabat. 3 so far in Casablanca. It's not going to be 4 from an effort that flies high and wide. Hakimi can smile about it. Even his teammates let him off the hook. I'm sure he'll be back on set pieces with efforts like that. Here was the big chance, Jallo, who made the mistake for El Kabi's second goal. Huge deflection. The post to the rescue. Hadžić showing that he wants perfection. He's so far got it. Just a warning there, they can't switch off as he points the way. Salim Amala ready to enjoy some further minutes in the group. 24-year-old Belgian-born, Standard Liège midfielder. Already come on twice in the group, 24 minutes of action. He'll get around 10 minutes plus stoppage time, depending when he actually does get on. Hadžić naming the same starting 11 against Guinea-Bissau in both matches. Taking his opportunities once the game was won to have a look at his options. I think it was Sofiane El Karouani. He's also preparing to come on. We'll look to see who does make it on. So a big moment for Sofiane El Karouani, 20-year-old, born in Herzegovina in the Netherlands. Defender replacing Massina to make his Atlas Lions debut. Well, Massina certainly not first choice at Club Watford, but the first choice for Hadžić. And a debut for the young Dutch-born defender. And Salim Amala. He's had 3 starts in friendlies. This is 3rd sub-appearance competitively to add to the 24 minutes so far enjoyed as Ayman Barkok leaves with a goal to his name for the first time. Ball's run through and it's a foot race now. Saiz losing out. Right kind of idea from Joseph, but the execution had to be perfect, and Jorginho was never getting there first. And the left flank for the young Karouani. And Piketty. Falikandi. Scream of Fali. Was enough to get the ball, and now a lovely little exchange. Hakimi, though, despite looking off balance, still managed to intercept, and then the ball, unfortunately, popping up on Kasama. The 2 Ligue 1 players coming together as now Piketty. Tough time with a Saudi-based forward as Gomis comes on for the final 7 minutes. Kafim Bon Gomis, 28 years old, French-born, currently plying his trade in Ligue 2 with Pau. Now a chance to make something happen. Kasama just let it go a little wide. And the chance was snuffed out. It's the first touch that really killed it for Gomis. He'd just come off the bench. And now Faja. Hakimi wanted it as he comes centrally now, tries to pedal back. Well, I think he got some of the ball. Nogueira. In fact, it's a foul for Guinea-Bissau. It's the substitute penalised. Just a late lunge to try and get something on the ball. Here was the chance. Might have been end offside, but Gomis just letting it, couldn't take it inwards to take a shot. This touch just pushing him wide, and all he could do was just try and shuffle it across, and Sai's able to block and clear. Foot go around the corner from Jorginho, but it's not much help to Nanu. Certainly not an agreement from the voices you hear. But, Nogueira feeling he'd won the ball ahead of Karouani. Amrabat seamlessly back into the Moroccan setup, having been on the bench against Sudan. Certainly, Hancic showing exactly why. Zikim Zelik is currently out of the picture. Wasn't happy with his attitude. Seems like the Chelsea winger very much out of the picture for the Atlas Lions. But Buffel, an example of the type of talent they have even on the bench. Very close, just outside the box. He did so well, he looked second best. And yet managed to get the right side. And then ultimately dragged down by Sangate Opa. Got promoted as National champions in France. The third tier in 2016 was Châteauroux. His first professional season. 2016-17 campaign. 4 years in Ligue 2, 148 appearances. Sadly, that run come to an end. Relegation back to National, the third tier. There's 3 painful ones here for Guinea-Bissau thus far. But can Morocco put the ticker from 3 to 4? Buffal. Oh, it's pushed onto his own crossbar by Jonas Mendes. Well, in fact, the suggestion is there was no touch directly onto the bar. They put hands up for it, but in the end, no contact. Whipped it in with power and pace. Too central, a little touch too high. Certainly earned the opportunity to take the set piece. Unable to make the most of it. Ball lifted over. Jorginho, though, moving out of position. Nanu being twisted in knots. The ball back by Boufal. Falling kindly for Alpha Semedo. Guinea-Bissau just trying to keep possession and keep the clock ticking without further concessions. Could they also be brave? Try and find a consolation. Ball in behind, the flag stayed down. Oh, it's a clattering with the goalkeeper. Well, it says a lot about Yassine Bounou. He was brave, despite being hurt, seemed to come off a bit better in that clash, the 30-year-old. Well, originally at Atletico Madrid, never made a top team appearance. Real Zaragoza, and then #1 at Girona, before arriving at Sevilla, one season as the #2, but then managed to usurp Sevilla's Polish goalkeeper to become #1. So we look back to the strike from Boufal. It was actually the Czech goalkeeper, Tomas Vacilic, that he managed to edge out last term. And now the #1 for club and country is Halahadžić, thanks the squad. What has been so far a very, very impressive second international window of these FIFA World Cup qualifiers, with Qatar 2022 very much in Morocco's sights. 1 minute of the 3 added on already played. Now whipped in a wonderful ball, vital interception. There was almost a chance there for a hat-trick for El Kabi. He just keeps the ball moving. Little tete-a-tete with Boufal. He maybe felt they could have been going for goals, but they work it again. The young debutant, Karunani, twisting and turning. Links with fellow sub, Amala. The cross too low, cleared away. Morocco finishing strongly. Raja and Amrabat. It's a lovely ball for Munir. He's pinned himself a little wide, tried to go round Mendes, who works ever so hard not only to stop it going for a corner, it doesn't even go for a throw. Kasama. Well, it's quite an exciting end to the match, despite it being over for quite a long time. Semedo loses out Saiss. Lovely little flick to Hakimi. There will be a final change. I'm not sure if he'll have time to touch the ball, but an opportunity being afforded to Alexander Mendy to pick up another cap for his country. Off goes Jorginho, the 27-year-old Caen striker. 6 goals in 9 appearances in Ligue 2 for the Normans. As I say, not sure how much action he's going to see. Kandi and Jallo, Semedo. But that is that. Well, Morocco remain perfect in Group I. 3 wins, 10 goals, not a single conceded. And no wonder it's all smiles for Ayoub El Kabi. He scored his first competitive goal for the national team. Halahosic has then seen him add another 2 tonight. That's 3 against Guinea-Bissau. 8 in total. Just the 3 tonight. Ayman Barkok scoring in between the 2 Ayoub strikes for his first for his country. Roman Saiz leading his Atlas Lions clear of the top. Hakimi keeping a lot of powder dry. They weren't in top gear, but certainly far too much for Guinea-Bissau, who improved greatly in the second half. Jallo's mistake allowing El Kabi to get that third, but certainly were able to avoid a similar 5-goal thrashing than 3 days ago. It's certainly been tough on Guinea-Bissau, the drama with the food poisoning and other issues, and obviously playing their home game on Moroccan soil. But it's no wonder Morocco looked delighted. It's another victory in a now long extending run. Their 6th win in all competitions, a 6th clean sheet. It's 13 goals without reply. But most importantly, they are heading confidently towards round 3 of qualifying for Qatar 2022. And they'll face a huge 2-legged tie, because they are now 5 points clear of Guinea-Bissau at the top. Only the top dogs move through, and that is very much Morocco, who celebrate a 3-0 win. Thanks for joining us. Plenty more football to come, but for now, goodbye.
Ha ha ha.